3 years ago, NASA launched the most powerful space telescope in human history, the James Webb. More than just a machine to capture stars and galaxies, it was built to peer through time itself. To look so far into the past that we might glimpse the birth of everything. But what it found, no one could have predicted. Webb hasn't just captured stunning images of baby stars or distant galaxies. It's disrupted our understanding of time, exposed impossible cosmic structures, and revealed objects that shouldn't exist. At least, not yet. Some shouldn't exist at all. What began as a mission of observation has quietly evolved into something far more profound, a total unraveling of the universe's deepest secrets. And it all starts with one chilling realization: the universe was never what we thought it was. When Webb first aimed its golden eye toward the farthest reaches of the cosmos, scientists expected to see infant galaxies, chaotic, formless, messy clusters of matter still learning to exist. But that's not what they found. Instead, Webb revealed fully formed giants, elegant spirals and massive elliptical galaxies glowing with maturity. Some of these galaxies appear just 500 to 700 million years after the Big Bang. That's not enough time for gravity to pull together a dust cloud, let alone sculpt something so vast and refined. Even more bizarre, some galaxies shine so brightly, they seem older than the universe itself. How did they grow so fast? One theory blames supermassive black holes hidden in their centers, emitting intense radiation and making these galaxies appear larger than they are. But even that doesn't fully explain the speed or scale. It's as if the universe skipped a few chapters. And it's forcing scientists to rewrite the origin story of everything, with a giant red question mark. Webb wasn't just built to take pretty pictures. It captures data across wavelengths no telescope has ever reached before. And what it's revealing is even more disturbing. The universe may be lying about its age, or at least about how it grew. Fundamental measurements like the Hubble constant, which tells us how fast the universe is expanding, don't match depending on where we look. Webb's readings from deep space directly contradict data from the cosmic microwave background, the so-called afterglow of the Big Bang. Scientists call this cosmological tension, but that's putting it mildly. These inconsistencies suggest more than just a mathematical error. They point to a universe built on flawed assumptions. And the deeper Webb looks, the more those assumptions collapse. Galaxies forming too soon. Stars older than the universe. Thousands of galaxies spinning in the same direction, when randomness should rule. One astronomer put it this way: it's like walking into a forest and realizing every tree is growing in the same spiral pattern. You're not in a forest. You're in a design. And if galaxies are strange, planets are even stranger. Thanks to Webb, we can now observe exoplanets in stunning detail. What we're finding is rewriting the rulebook on what's possible. A planet with one side forever locked in sunrise, and the other in an endless burning sunset. Gas giants colder than ice. Planets with fluffy atmospheres so light they shouldn't even hold together. Water vapor in the habitable zone of a young star. Carbon dioxide leaking from beneath Europa's icy surface. Auroras dancing above a rogue brown dwarf that doesn't even orbit a star. These aren't just oddities. They chip away at the belief that Earth is special, that our solar system is unique, or that life like ours, requires the narrow conditions we once assumed. Webb hasn't found aliens, not yet. But it's quietly rewriting the rules for where life can form, and how easily it might be hiding in plain sight. But Webb's greatest power isn't just vision. It's awareness. Because the more we observe the universe, the more it feels like something is observing us. Invisible mass-bending light. Gas clouds forming structures that look like fingerprints. Shockwaves that ripple like echoes in a closed room. Magnetic fields in star nurseries aligning with eerie precision, like cosmic choreography. In the Southern Ring Nebula, dust shells appear every 8 years, perfectly spaced like tree rings, each one a heartbeat frozen in time. It's hard not to wonder, is this physics, or something else? Some whisper about simulation theory. Others talk of a cosmic code. But Webb doesn't need to find alien spacecraft to raise questions. What it's already finding suggests something just as powerful: a universe full of patterns, rules, alignments, and perhaps watchers. And if that's true, then the scariest thing isn't what we see. It's what might be seeing us. Even more unsettling are the stars Webb sees that simply shouldn't exist. These stars, rich in heavy elements like iron and oxygen, are appearing in galaxies too young to have created them. For such materials to exist, earlier stars would have had to live, die, and explode as supernovae, but there hasn't been enough time. It's like reading a novel and finding pages from the end inserted into the beginning. Astrophysicists are now rethinking not just when stars formed, but how. Some even suggest time itself might not be linear. Could time bend, fold, or loop? If so, Webb hasn't just discovered new stars. It may have torn a hole in time itself. Webb was also meant to study the most mysterious substance in the universe, dark matter. Instead of solving the mystery, it's made things worse. The galaxies Webb observes are too massive and too orderly for their age, unless something invisible is holding them together. But that invisible force doesn't behave like our models predict. It's as if dark matter isn't just there, it's doing something. Is there more than one type of dark matter? Could it be interacting in unknown ways? Or could it be something else entirely, conscious, structured, ancient? Whatever it is, Webb has dragged our understanding of matter into the shadows, and forced us to stare into the unknown and wonder if something is staring back. For decades, scientists believed the universe was chaotic but uniform. Webb says otherwise. Its deep field images show repeating patterns, geometric alignments, and colossal structures, cosmic filaments stretching across billions of light years. And then there's the giant arc, a curved string of galaxies over 3 billion light years long, so perfect it seems engineered. What if this isn't chaos? What if we're looking at the architecture of something grander, something intentional? As one physicist put it, it's like opening a random book and finding the words form poetry, coincidence, or construction. Perhaps the most unsettling data isn't from what Webb sees, but what it barely sees. At the edges of the observable universe, light dims faster than expected. Redshifts stretch in unnatural ways. Time seems to blur. Some scientists call it the cosmological horizon. Others, the rendered boundary. A few bold theorists now suggest this could be the edge of reality itself, like a video game engine that only renders what the player sees. If they're right, then Webb isn't just revealing the cosmos, it's bumping into its walls. And behind those walls? Maybe nothing, or maybe the observer. Because the deeper we look, the more it feels like the universe was never meant to be fully seen. And maybe, just maybe, it's starting to notice that we're watching. We built James Webb to understand where we came from. To reveal the origins of galaxies. To peer into stellar nurseries. To study exoplanets. But somewhere along the way, it found something else. Something we weren't ready for. Webb didn't just take pictures. It exposed cracks in our story. It questioned the cosmic timeline. It revealed patterns where we expected chaos. It showed us a universe not indifferent, but perhaps intentional. Because Webb doesn't just look outward. It looks beneath. Beneath gas. Beneath dust. Beneath the distances, and beneath our assumptions. What it's beginning to uncover isn't just a deeper universe, it's a stranger one. One that might have been watching us long before we learned how to watch back. Maybe the stars seemed silent for so long not because they had nothing to say, but because they were waiting. Waiting for us to build a telescope that could finally hear the question they've been whispering since the beginning of time. Not, where are we? But, are you ready to see what's really out there?